Rastafari Maskan. Yo, bro. Yo.
Yo.
Cha cha. Yeah.
Hello.
Yo, yo. Wagwan.
Hello.
Yo, yo. Salam, salam. Salam. You good? Oh, I'm drop out. You not good? Okay. I'll try to find power within this glory. So, Yıkır Wow.
Okay. You can hear me? Yo.
I'm here clear.
Okay. It wasn't working before. All right.
Loud. Shimmy. Come on. Sepsibo. Why hell?
Lord, I wanna know.
You know? Why hell? You get me? You know the thing.
Mm-hmm.
So me I say, yeah man, Sepsibo. Ba Marinia Sepsibo. Um, Ba Marinia Sepsibo. Wow. Collection. Um, in modern ways of looking at it. You know what I mean? I say modern parlance because 770, like uh, um, uh, Kwankwa ye kalat 770. Um, there's a kalat Timherit online YouTube subscribe um, where they call like because there's different uh, color lessons online by different people, and different people in Amharic call colors different things. You know what I mean? It's
Mm-hmm.
not it's not like there's different terms to call colors. Uh, you could say yeah, like what one? I'm trying to remember this one. I can't remember how they put it, but I'll say um, you could say kelem, yeah kelem, yeah kelem oin toch, right? Yeah kelem oin toch, which would be kelem like colors, oin toch eyes, right?
Mm-hmm.
Oin eyes like ein in the Aleph Bay, right? Yeah kelem oin toch. So you could say if you translate it like the colors that you could see, basically, or the spectrum, right?
Mhm.
Like the spectrum is, spec eyes, right? So
Right.
the colors that you could see. So yeah, Kelem Oint, that would be a way of saying colors, right? You have a next way where it said, yeah, Kwankwa, yeah, yeah, Kwankwa, yeah, Kalat Sebe Sebeno, Sebe Sebeno, right? Sebe Sebe, right? So yeah, Kalat, or Kwankwa, like the language or the words, right?
Mhm.
Yeah, Kwankwa, yeah, Kalat, colors, the language of colors, Sebe Sebeno, the collection, right? So the what is it? Yeah, Kwankwa, the words of the color collection. You see what I mean?
Mhm.
So that's another way. Like you'll see a video where it says that, and an assortment of other ways. You know what I mean? Like, um, but in that one, Sebe Sebeno, Sebe Sebe, right? That means collection, right? Or assortment, right? When you sort out something, because when you have a collection, you don't just have anything, right? Like a wrench, a boot, like you know what I mean, like an old condom, like a balloon, like you know what I mean, like that's not a collection, you know what I mean? And that's in most people's understanding of it. What you're doing when you collect, when you're a collector, you select special items, right?
Mhm.
You select special items that, like, you look at the ones and that you see when you look at your collection, there's rare items that you've sought, right? That um that are special. It's a special thing, a collection, right? Or an assortment, right? Or when you're sorting out something, you're picking out the things then that you want, and you're putting them one side, right?
Right.
Right? You're separating things, right? Like a collection is like when I'm collecting bottles, that means that I'm not collecting cans. You do what I mean? I'm not collecting old tires. So it's a selective process.
Right.
Right. Okay. Wow. Yeah, yeah, that's good. That's a good preamble to what we're looking at. So that's what the name of this in Amharic, the significant word of this Torah portion is Sebsebo, right? Sebsebo, um, which in modern parlance, modern parlance, pots and pans, and I'm sorry, in modern parlance, translates to, I believe, collection. You believe you're supposed to know, man. Yeah, or collected, sebsebo, but sebesebe is collection, right? A sebsebo is things that you've collected, or persons, or whatever, right? Items, entities, right?
Mhm.
Sebsebo, right? And what's interesting now, that's the idea of sebsebo bamarinya in Amharic, right? And then you look at Wayahel, right? Wayahel, the the congregation is a congregation, right? It's understood as a congregation, but what is a congregation, right? It's people assembled or sorted together, but that it would be like a congregation. Is the idea of membership, right?
Mhm.
There's an idea of membership in congregation. So,
Mhm.
like, people don't just like strange people don't congregate together. You know what I mean? Strangers don't congregate together. That's not your, you know what I mean? Standard textbook definition of congregation. Like a church congregation has members, right?
Right.
Right. So um, the Seb Sabo, that collection, that's a collection of the children of Israel, that selected people, that's a chosen, separated entity. You dig? That's the idea. That's the idea that we're supposed to walk away with when we're at Wayachel, or as they would say, Wayachel. But Wayachel, right? Because it's Wow Yod, Kof, Hey Lamed. Wayachel, or Wayachel, Wayachel. Wayachel. So, and that's I'm saying congregation because Muse collected children of Israel, which would be the men of Israel, to reiterate the importance of the Sabbath. You understand me? I said Senbet, right? The Sabbath time.
I thought you only did that as an opportunity, but the purpose was just to speak on the components for make the Mishkan.
Right, but there's many reasons. You know what I mean? And not many reasons, but there's not only one reason. But he
Specific, right?
He did.
Right.
He did go over that, and he did. But like for us right now, like not go into too much of that stuff. Like to me, the most important thing. But talk to me. You understand me? Like what you see is, you know what I'm saying, is important. And but like what I think is the most important for us. Like based on what you say, based on what we speak about, that will show what everything is. You know what I mean? In truth. You dig what I mean? Like the spirit of it, you understand me? I think I would like to discuss is the truth of it, which is it's more than one person, and if we're all to read it. And if you have something that like you see like your bombard like this, we should definitely discuss that. That's what we're here for.
And like I said, I think I probably sound like a broken record in it, but it still all boils down to obedience for me. I mean, regardless of specifics, it's still a matter of, are you gonna play your part or not? You know what I mean? Like,
But in playing your part, it comes down to specifics. Go to the store and get milk and eggs because I want to make a cake. You do what I mean? Obedience is specifics. If you do what I'm saying.
Right. I get you.
I understand what you're saying because that's the overarching theme, and that's what you were talking. I think that's the idea that you were conveying. You understand what I mean? I agree with you. That is the thing. Like you have to at least come willing to do and listen, because in Torah it says do and listen these commandments, not listen and do. You dig what I'm saying? Like do them, and then as we go, you'll figure out why. You understand what I mean? It's just like your parents. Like don't do that. It's not like why, like because I said so. Like I can't go why because you wouldn't understand because you're young. But definitely don't need to be doing it, regardless of whether you understand it or not. So do and hear. You see what I mean? Not hear and do. You understand what I mean? So the obedience, yes, definitely. We got to come to be doing, but then we also got to hear. You know what I mean? And understand. You understand me?
Yeah.
Right? Because I'll do this. You ready? You're in a position to read for us today?
No. Give me about 3 seconds there. 1 second.
Tell me when
I'm trying to switch over to the computer.
Tell me when you get to that position. Can you read? Cuban? You could read or no?
What? That's what's on the what? You mean from the Bible?
stuff? No, can you pull up stuff from the Torah or no?
I'm logging in now.
All right.
Yeah, make him go on there then.
All right, yeah.
Oh,
James 1 and
hold on.
22. Yeah.
Wrong glasses. 1 second there. Yeah, let me go and add this thing here.
I didn't expect. Well, yeah. I should expect.
Yo, real quick off topic. Trooper, I need a favor when we finish. Lloyd called me and I missed the call. So I need to call him, and please, if you could just remind me,
Definitely.
because I never do it. So I was actually in and out of sleep. Okay, in front.
Good.
Okay, so we said
James.
shit,
1 and 22.
James. Hold up, wait. I'm still in the wrong place. 1 sec. Let me. I was into the dry bones there, so please forgive me that. This is the gateway. Let me grab the Tingler link. The StreamYard link real quick here, so we can do that properly. Is it this one?
Should reach. All right.
Number two. Here we go. Email. Link. True. Yo, you're gonna see me double up, so that's, you know what I mean?
I know. I got you. Don't worry.
I know it's let me just move this out of the way. Let me grab Bible. Okay. And you said James 1. I'm sorry, what was that again, James?
James 1 and 22.
1 on 22. Okay.
Hold it. Hold it. Oh, boy. Contact. There we go. What is that?
Why am I not this one? Another James.
Hold it. Kill it. Oh no. Oh, okay, that's what. That's it. Wow. Took us some time. Well, yeah, as I was saying, you know what I'm saying? Scripture says, Torah says, do and hear. You understand what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Right? Because, like, whether or not you understand, you need to be doing it before you understand.
Right.
You dig what I'm saying? Right, and then that reminds me of James. You know what I'm saying, James 1:22.
But ye doers of the word. Oh, there took out my glasses. But ye doers of the word, and not hearers only, deceiving our own selves.
Right, doers of the word. You understand what I'm saying? Hearers, yes, we have to hear to understand. But we're hearing to do, not just to be like, yo, word, and then go do the same thing, the same shit over again. Like, that's the point. You understand what I'm saying? Like, that's the point. The doing is the point, right? Because faith without works is dead. You understand what I'm saying? You have to have faith, and faith comes by, you understand what I'm saying? Faith comes by hearing and hearing. You understand what I'm saying? By the word of God. You understand what I'm saying? So you have to hear the word, right? Even be reiterated, like how Musa is reiterated the importance of certain dimensions and aspects.
Mm-hmm.
Shabbat. You understand what I'm saying? But like and faith is evidence and substance, right? So we have to learn about the evidence and the substance of the gospel and salvation of Israel. And then we have to do the things that will bring that about.
Mm-hmm.
And that is perfection. That's how you make your faith perfect, by works, by doing. You understand what I'm saying? And that's the point. So, seems intuitive enough to me, but it's worth saying. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
But like, yeah, like that's that. But like, what we was gonna go into? But let's see. Oh yeah, okay. So let's do that. Exodus 35. Oh, all right. Keep saying and Musa gathered, right? Gathered Sebsebo, right? Musa Sebsebo. You understand what I'm saying? Or it's not so much um, all the congregation of the children of Israel, right? Not Poles and Swedes.
Mm-hmm. True.
I'm just okay.
True.
No one wants to hear about the Bible today. No one wants to hear that, like the Bible's fight against Poles and Swedes. Okay. I like saying Poles and Swedes because I don't know that they've done specifically. They've definitely participated in the downfall of Israel, but they're not popular. Like get the Swedes, get the Poles. You know what I mean? So I like to include them in destruction first and try to hide. You know what I mean? Motown, nowhere to run, nowhere to hide. You understand what I mean? That's the Vandal. Who sung that?
Nowhere to run to, baby. Nowhere to hide.
I think it was the Vandellas, but maybe
What's the Vandellas? That's Martha, right? Martha and the Vandellas, yeah.
I think so.
If it's Martha, then yeah.
I believe so. Somebody look that up, please. But
Are they the ones that sang that?
I don't know. I think so. But
Might be.
like, what am I, a Motown expert? You know what
I think they got a street named after her out here.
Martha.
Martha, yeah, Vandal, whatever it is. Yeah, they got a street, yeah.
Well, her name is whatever. Um, uh, uh, right. So Martha Reeves.
And the
Yeah, they have a street in them.
But did they do Nowhere to Run, Nowhere to Hide?
Yes.
Yeah, they did.
Yeah, Martha and the Vandellas, yeah,
How
definitely.
on earth did I don't know Motown, but for some reason that name came up. But and Musa gathered all the congregation of the children of Israel.
I think she might be a politician out here.
That sounds about right. I think he did go into politics. as a second carrier. And Musa gathered all the congregation of the children of Israel together and said unto them, these are the words which the Yod Hey Wow Hey, which the Yod Hey Wow Hey has commanded. When you see all uppercase, it's Yod Hey Wow Hey speaking, right? These are the words which the Yod Hey Wow Hey commanded, that ye should do them. 6 days shall work be done, but on the 7th day there shall be new yet a kedese ken, to you an holy day, a Shabbat of rest to the Yod Hey Wow Hey. Whosoever doeth work therein shall be put to death. Right now, I want to work on that. I want to work on that idea. That's what we're going to spend a decent amount of time on right now. You understand what I'm saying? Because, right, we want to learn. We want to learn what it's saying in spirit and in actual truth, right?
Mm-hmm.
You understand what I'm saying? Like, there's a physical aspect to it. There's remember, said we have 4 or 5 different ways of interpreting scripture, different levels, right? And then you also have the Rhema word, which is how does that principle relate to current time? You dig what I mean? Right. So that would be interpreted as a Rhema word, right? And that's what they were doing all day long in the New Testament, right?
Mm-hmm.
They were using the principles of the Old Testament, the law and the testimony, to govern their lives and to teach, right? As Israel in so-called New Testament. Now, in the physical way, it says, if you work on the Shabbat, you'll be put to death. You should can't wait. Where is it? And then 3 is important. Shall kindle no fire throughout your habitations upon Sabbath, right? So we're going to work with these three kufalot, right? Verses. Right? And who let sos kufalot orit se'at selasa amis, right? Midraf selasa amis, right? Chapter 35. Right. So and Musa got all the congregation, right? So let's look at how it real quick. All right, let's do it. And that's why I always use the Google Translate, because it gives us, it's not a biblical translation, so it gives us like a sense of how it's interpreted and used now. And to me, it's because it reflects the biblical use. You dig what I mean? It gives context to the biblical use.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? It's not just Bible. You know what I mean? It's not just, Marsha. You dig what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Nobody? No Brady Bunch fans? Nobody?
Yeah, we know the reference.
Yeah, I know y'all do. I know you do. You understand? But
all right, Jan.
What'd you say now?
I said, all right, Jan.
Exactly. Jan. Showing your familiarity by using a pet name for Janet Brady. I like it. You understand me? But okay, so oh my goodness. Right? Okay, that's the 3. This is the Hitan Atanididu. It's a tongue twister. Atanididu. You understand what I mean? Which is don't kindle, like don't kindle. Like it satisfy it. Right? Isatan atanididu. Right? Don't create, don't kindle. It's gonna be, you know what I mean? The word. But it's interesting because ata, don't, right? But or putting before a word would be don't, like
ain't sink as opposed to sink. the same negation, but yeah, right.
Say again, say again.
I said as if you were saying in sync mode and then async mode as an asynchronous.
Right,
Right.
right,
So the A is still a negation.
right,
Right.
right. Like uh um a normal, like or
Abnormal or A normal. Yeah. Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
understand?
Amoral,
Say again.
amoral,
Right. Everyone, yeah,
atheist.
right, exactly. So in that way, that comes from Amarinia in that sense,
Mhm.
because yeah, yanin ataderego derego do. You understand? I'm doing ataderego don't do. You understand what I'm saying? So yehina taderego don't do this. Yanina taderego don't do that. You understand what I'm saying? But ata, that's an example of the conjugation of like ata, right? So the same way right here, ata nididu, right? Like don't kindle. It's translated in English, but like when you look it up in the modern translation, if you just take off the ata and you just do nididu, like it's saying don't mix.
Mhm.
Like do
So
you
remain
understand?
holy. Mhm.
Like don't mix. And so like how do I explain? So
Remain holy now.
no, what holy is separate.
Separate. Right. But you said don't mix.
Right. But what they're saying about the mixture in that sense is because again it's an internal thing, right?
Mhm.
Because if you see it says, but like I'm getting to it, like there's a metaphysical understanding. If you read it, it says if you work on the Sabbath, you'll be, the English says
Put to death. Right.
put to death, but
Mhm.
like in the Amharic it says you'll die.
Okay. Okay.
You understand what I'm saying? It's not so much like it's not telling us like you know what I'm saying? Yo, who that? Yo, Billy that? Yo, Billy, what you do? Not me not work or nothing. Yo, Billy at work. I know we gonna run down Billy and kill him.
Mhm.
You know what I mean?
Right.
That's not necessarily at all what the understanding is, even though certain Jews that say they are Jews, they have that type of interpretation, that type of like blind, like or just like I don't want to say blind, but
Fanaticism.
like you know what I mean? Like they're looking at it literal, like a literal interpretation.
Mhm.
So like they like oh like don't kindle a fire like on the Sabbath. So like they can't like they don't turn on no light. They don't like you understand me? Like I don't know, you know what I mean? Then I smoke cigarette. We don't know,
Fanaticism, man.
right? But like that's not the real understanding of this of this uh, mitzvah or commandment.
Mhm.
You understand what I'm saying? Or izizat. Is uh, izizaz. Trying to conjugate it properly. Like commandment. You understand what I'm saying? Like walete like walete to izaz. Like izaz is commandment. Um um walete is daughter. Like daughter of the commandment would be walete to izaz would be like saying in Hebrew um bat mitzvah. Like bat mitzvah. Like
Mhm.
daughter of the commandment. Or son, bar mitzvah, like son. And that's like the they don't say Bane, they say bar. That's like the what you call that? Goodness. Uh, um, Aramaic. That's like the Aramaic way of saying son.
Mhm.
Bar, as you know what I mean, or child. You know what I mean? Bar,
Mhm.
male child, bar, and bat, as opposed to the Bane, like like what you know what I mean, like your name,
Mhm.
Bane Yaakov. Yes, and Bane, your name's not Bar Yaakov. And even though there are people in Ghana named
But yeah.
Barnyako. Like there is the Aramaic,
Mm-hmm.
Aramaic tinge there. I can show you even a
No,
person.
I'm fully aware of that. I was about to say, but yeah, I'm fully aware.
Right. But yours is more of the Hebraic way of saying it. You know what I'm saying? In terms of, you know what I mean, ancient Hebrew, but that R, you're getting into the Aramaic, which is an Afro-Shemitic. It's not. It's you understand what I mean? It's like Spanish and Italian and Portuguese. Like it's, you understand what I mean? Like it's the same family. If you know one, you could sit in. You know what I mean? You could dig it. Like if another one is talking. So that's that. But but we're gonna look it up. We're gonna look it up. We're gonna do it live. But I'll just preface it and just say that, like, it's not necessarily saying that, because on certain holy days, like the same way how they interpret, oh, you can't turn on no fire in the Sabbath, like you can't light no fire and no electricity, you can't drive, you can't talk, you can't. But you wanna know what's funny? Like your heart is electric, don't?
Mm-hmm.
So that means you can't live according to them. Fire that too. If it dead,
Yeah, point. Yeah.
like it's that it can't mean that. Do you understand me? And we're gonna prove it, and we're gonna spend a little time just studying this one scripture in this time, like in the appointed time, if no one minds. You understand me? If not, adios, amigos. You understand? But no, um, let's see if we can look up some things. Um, where is the Hebrew? Okay, let's look at the Hebrew.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
So I use this restroom real quick, guys. So please bear with me.
I'm not bearing with anyone. Do you think, brother? Like, we're here, man.
Just go on to.
And,
I can't find my controls. Wait.
Janet, the house got smoky as hell.
Maybe there.
I believe this is Moshe.
Wow, I ain't gonna hear a lot.
My baby. Just wake up, baby. Yeah? Take that from me, you just wake up? Hush, yeah?
Wow, the whole house got
Hush. Here? Oh. Man, shit. What word am I looking for? Yeah, Ted. Okay. This is it. Low, low, low. To Bob. Low to Bob. That. Mm-hmm. What song is that?
No.
I don't know why that's funny. You not knowing is funny to me.
No idea.
That's a laugh. Oh my goodness! I didn't know I was thirsty like that. But yeah, you killed that me. You did something different. You come. No window. Can you do that? Can you do that? Can you do that?
Can you dig it?
Can you feel it? I am the human beatbox.
Can you feel it?
That's like one of the better songs ever.
Can you feel it? That's definitely one of the most unsung and untalked about, like, early rap groups. Like, they rarely mention them. Like,
I don't know why. It's one of my favorite.
when they're talking about the early years of rap, they rarely mention the Fat Boys, man.
I like to refer to them as the Disco 3. Thank you very much.
Yeah, rarely mention them.
I appreciate it.
Fat Boys, aka Disco 3.
Yep. And I remember I bought the first song. I bought the single, the first single, and it didn't name Fat Boys. They named Disco Tree. I still have it, I think. You understand?
Amazing.
So I always remember. And then they always they usually live in East New York. You dig it? So,
that's right, Fat Boys.
So we used to see them like they weren't like They weren't like this weird like they were part of the neighborhood, the community. Like
that's wild, man.
Like
it's really wild how it was. Like a lot of the pioneers was in Brooklyn and all that. It's crazy.
Yeah, and like you'd be going in the morning, like going to school, going like Van Sicklen train station, and you'll see Marky D because he lived on the next block.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Like right on the block, like where you go up into the train station, like the next block, like that's Marky D block. Everybody know that. You understand?
They're coming like UTFO. I used to see educated rapper walking down my block all the while.
And the youth Mixed Master Ice usually live over there.
Because they lived on 55th.
Mm-hmm. And Linden, right?
Yeah, Linden.
Yeah. Yes, and my cousin usually par with Mixed Master Ice brother.
Yeah, they lived. And educated rapper, like used to know educated rapper brother. The younger one was like more around the way, his younger brother, but like he was a little older, but educated rapper definitely used to be like walking down the block at any given time. Like,
come on, man, it's a 50s youth.
Yeah.
So, that's it. But what were we saying? You back? Oh, I thought he was back.
Yeah.
Okay. Enough about early rap.
Yeah, Brooklyn.
Yeah, Brooklyn.
Awesome audio 2-song sample to this day.
Yeah. There was Brooklyn Tech dudes. You know what I mean?
The song is sampled to this day.
I was going to sample their song just the other day. I was going to take the word money. Because that's the famous money word.
I get money. Yeah, how many records are sampled, those guys? It's ridiculous.
I was just about to do it. I didn't, but I may still. What the hell wrong with you? But yeah. But man, what were we saying? I wanted to talk about
You're going to the Hebrew, right?
Yes. The Hebrew. What was I talking about?
35:1.
Well, we're one, two, and three. We're dealing with in the sense of the whole idea of like the kindling fire part. The whole idea of if you work on the Sabbath, you'll be put to death.
As opposed to you'll die.
Right. And what else? What other idea? Yeah, those two big ideas because those can and are misinterpreted, and we're going to show how. I mean, why is a different story. Why is it being misinterpreted? That's a whole other story. We're going to show how. But these dudes, you know what I mean? It's good to watch. It's good to study it's good to study things, right? Like because you have to have an answer for everything. So you have to know things. You have to be knowledgeable, right? So it's good to know what they're doing and why they're doing it to a degree because this is the world we live in, you know what I mean? And they're claiming to be us. So we have to know why they're not us, what's the reason, what you're doing wrong, where is it gone wrong. All these things we have to be knowledgeable about. It's our thing. Like if somebody claim your identity, you have to go court and prove and have your document them and everything. You don't just come say, yo, pussy. You understand?
Right.
You can't just come to court and say, yo, the boy are this, man, I'm my thing. A year thing, you can't just come proclaim say a year thing, brother. Like, where is your document? Where is your birth certificate? Where is, you know what I mean? I say, you have any witnesses? Like, you have any phone bill, like light bill, like what's going on? Like, you have something to show a set. Are you this? See me, you know what I'm saying? So, same way, we have to know what go on in our department, and if a man I say, them are we. We have to know what them I do, which part them there, what them I say, how them I try say, them are we, all these things to prove say them are not we. And we have to have our documentation and our stuff together. We have to have our case, you know what I mean, in order.
We better first know who we are. So
but
we can
you have to come out of the valley of the dry bones first.
Mm-hmm.
You have to put on flesh and become a real boy, Pinocchio. You have to become a real boy first. You can't stay in the Pinocchio stage so long and expect man to take you serious. You're a Muppet, brother.
Mm-hmm.
You're a Muppet. You're a Fozzie. You know what I mean? I said,
Gonzo.
I was looking for the name. Yeah, Gonzo boy.
What is a Gonzo?
Yeah, Gonzo around here. You see me? Yeah, man. And that's not nothing. Nobody don't respect a Gonzo. You understand? Nobody does respect
chicken them
or an animal then. And so even though respect animal, because animal is an accomplished drummer still. You cannot.
Mm-hmm. I'm not really wrap up too much, you know what I mean? Just deal with
smile and playing drums, that is it. He's in the union, like he's in Astra, like he's not like, you know what I mean? So yeah, but you can't be a Muppet, you have to be a real person and deal with the thing real. Where you up on, brother? You want to watch it? Alright, yeah, you might have gone. See me? See what I deal with? But yeah, we want to go in the right. Okay, so whoa. Where's that word? Okay. Because the word I'm looking for is Mo shop. Mo shop. But Let's see. Let's see what happens. Oh, did I do that already? Let's see. Okay. Right. Atani to do. Asatin, right? Fire, asat, right? It says don't mix, but I'm gonna what it says. Right? Low, where it says la baba, la baba.
לא לערבב.
These, la baba, la baba. Low la baba, right? Low means no, right? Or don't,
Yeah.
right? So low la baba, or they say la baba. You know what I'm saying? So, and this and the L prefix would be the lamed prefix would be 4. You know what I'm saying? But okay, let's see what it says. See? Just like it says in in Amharic. Oh, I didn't. Lost it. I lost it. Oh, is it? Sorry. Look, see? Atanit, right? Don't mix. So it's saying don't mix fire. Like who mixes fire? You see what I mean?
No, I'm sorry. That went over my head. Who mixes fire?
Yeah. And like you're saying like it's not like that's a weird way to describe like kindling.
Oh, I thought it meant like kind of don't start nothing. Won't be nothing.
It does mean that, like, you understand what I'm saying? In the sense that the kindling of don't kindle a fire on the Shabbat, it means
Don't toil.
aggression, not so much toil.
Aggression. Okay.
Aggression, anger.
That makes sense.
Contention.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Don't
Yeah.
don't like we're gonna look up the Hebrew word. We're gonna look up we're gonna look up some of the original words so we could get a sense of what it means, right? So but like the idea is consumption, right? Or like by fire or by eating, right? So like don't let anger or contention eat you up. Like that's where like that type of expression is like he's being eaten. You know what I'm saying? Like the frustration is eating him up.
Mm-hmm.
Like we have that even in English. So that's the idea of don't kindle a fire on the Shabbat because it's just a day of rest. So you're supposed to easy. Like it's not just physical rest. Like I'm not working, but like I fight and I cuss and I carry on and I plot and I plan like evil. You get what I said? So who cares that you didn't work? You didn't like so what? And some people worked on the Sabbath, but they didn't. But they're at peace. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
like they're balanced, they're at rest, right? They're not mixing, right? Like they're not mixing fire, like and, and, and they're not what do you call it? Like what's a good way to like show a modern way of this idea of mixing? Like, the best one I thought of is mix up. Like oh it mean in Jamaica?
Right.
Like don't mix, like don't mix, you know what I mean? Don't start no mix up.
Right.
Like it exists like in parlances that we're familiar with.
Yeah.
I'm sorry?
No, agreed.
Oh, you understand what I'm saying? So like that's what it means. It's you're not seeing like you're not seeing like when you like look it up, strike a match, like you know what I'm saying? Like create a spark, like a physical spark of fire. It's not, it doesn't mean that. You understand? Like if me say, yo, right now, I'm in a mix up with an animal. Like, what do I mean? Like, I don't want to like be tossed around with you guys physically. Like, that's what I mean. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I mean? Like, that my toss up. Like, you know what I mean? Toss up. Like, what's toss? You know what toss? Yeah? You know?
As in toss?
Yeah, toss.
Yeah, fling.
No, it's not so much fling. Like when we said toss up, it mean like fussing, like like a situation, like a lot.
Segment.
You understand? Toss, right? As in TOSS, as in, you know what I mean? Like stirring up trouble. There you go. Here's another one. Stir up. Toss, stir, mix. All like using like to show like cantankerous or contentious vibes. You get me? So that's what it means. Like don't cause contention on the Shabbat. Don't put yourself in a position where it's going to be stressful, right? Where you're going to get upset. Like so, set yourself up to really like heal during this time. You dig what I mean? Like so, that's what it really, and we're going to prove it. Let's see what we can do. Let's see. Ooh, well, we'll do this. Let's see what we can Oh boy. Oh, there it is. That's what I was looking for. Okay, now I know what I remember what I'm right. Ah, there it is. Ye shall kindle no fire throughout your habitation upon the Sabbath day. All right. It doesn't say house. It could say house. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like Bamarinia, Let's see what it says. Materia will chachu. Materia will chachu, right? So materia will chachu, like that's the sentence basically, right? In your um in your dwelling place, right? But not dwelling as in where you abide, like you understand what I'm saying? Where you abide, not so much. Um, it's like a metaphysical state of mind. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Uh-huh.
Like if somebody somebody's like, yo, how you living? You understand what I'm saying? And some New York slang, how you living? It's like, well, you know what I'm saying? I'm eating like I'm 15 calories a minute, and so you understand what I'm saying? That you're not talking about how are you living in the sense of how are you sustaining your life, like your physical life. They're saying like, how is it going for you? It's more of a metaphysical thing. They're asking. You understand what I'm saying? In that same way, um, um, my daddy, my daddy will chat you. Um, in your dwelling places, in your dwelling place, um, it's a spiritual thing. It's where you're, like where it could be interpreted as like a seat, like in Hebrew, like so like the seat of the soul. You see what I'm saying? Is what it's talking about. Like where you live, like where your well-being, like the concept of well-being in a certain sense, like you know what I'm saying? Are you okay? Like you could have a broken leg. That person could be like, "Yo, are you okay?" You'd be like, "Yeah, I'm all right." Like you know what I mean? Like you could be okay and something physically be wrong with you, but that's not what we're talking about when you ask someone, "Are you okay?" You see what I'm saying? Like, but so that's like, but let's look at, and that's how they say spend the night in um Madaria, Maderia, like, you know what I mean. So the idea is to is a metaphysical state of mind or state of being would be better, like than like a state of mind, right? Let's look that up just to show that. Well, let's take the whole word, and then we'll break it down. Right? Right? In your lodgings, right? So that's the och, the plural, and then your, like you all, right? Bed, like in, materia, your dwelling, and then woch, dwellings. You understand what I'm saying? Chachu, yours. You know what I mean? The collective yours. So the materia will chachu. But let's take the in off of it. You know what I'm saying? And then let's take the pluralization and the what is it? Prefix, not prefix. What do you call it when it's he, her, and she, them? Pronoun, sorry. Accommodation would be the way they interpret it. Modernly, they're saying in English. But dwelling, right? But an accommodation is not so much the physical room as the fact that it's available to you. Does that make sense? You know what I'm saying? Like there's a courtesy being lended to you,
Extended, yeah.
and it's precipitating in. Oh, here's a room. Here's food. Here's a hooker. Here's, you understand what I'm saying? Here's some crack. Like whatever you require on your you know what I mean, your rider. God damn it. Or what you're, you know what I mean, what you paid for, or whatever's going on, right? But let's see. Damn.
View.
See, that's funny because that's not what it's going to be in the biblical. Let's go to the Bible. The Masoretic Hebrew would be. This would be the root right here. Well, let's take the whole thing. I believe, yeah. Oh, okay. Whoops. What happened? Oh, man. Get up, man.
No, I want to spawn.
Okay. What? Why is this happening? Okay, let's see. I'll break it down to the red. What? Alright. We gotta go to Strong's at this point. You don't have a strong dog?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
You? Me?
Sometimes you gotta get no luck with the Google. Let's see. Easy.
Me, Papa?
I won't.
Papa?
Hmm?
Stop.
Why?
You. I see you, Papa.
I don't know why. Where is this thing? Oh.
Papa, I want to eat it, Papa. Oh. Mommy, hurry up, Mommy, hurry up.
Okay, here it is. Right? Dwelling, right? Moshab, like I said. Right? You see, you have like a seat, like I was saying, like like a seat, like the seat of the soul, like that kind of seat, assembly, but like this assembly, dwelling place, dwelling, seat. Let's see. Habitation. Earth. Earth. Yeah, this one. Right. What do you say? But it's like it comes from yeshev, right? Which is to sit, like we're in a yeshiva. You understand what I'm saying? To sit together, right? But we're not sitting together like physically on the same seat. That's not what it means. You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So it doesn't mean where you physically live. Do not kindle a fire where you physically live. You see what I'm saying? Just like we're sitting together in the sense of we're on the same page, we're studying the same law, and we're getting together. Like, yes, I mean, let's get together. It doesn't mean we gotta like get shoulder to shoulder, like physically be together. It means that we're of one mind. It's an abstract or Hebrew slang, the way the words are used. So in that same way that yeshiva means school, right? But it literally means to sit together. It's the same way how Moshe doesn't mean to dwell in the house. It means
Right.
the dwelling place is the seat of your soul, like your state of being. Don't kindle a fire in that dwelling during the Shabbat because it's counterproductive to rest.
Mm-hmm.
And like don't fuss with each other. And again, like so you see what the word like, you know what I'm saying? You see how it relates to sitting, just like how Moses sat doesn't necessarily mean that he's physically sitting. It means that he's ruling.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Like he's in the seat of power. Like who's saying he sits, you're saying he such and such sits in that office. It doesn't mean that he's physically in the office at that point, like that you're saying, like sitting down, like it means that he occupies that he occupies that station or that
Office. Just like you said, I mean, that's
I was trying to find another word, but I couldn't. He occupies that office in the sense that he holds that position. That
mm-hmm.
You understand what I'm saying? But so in that same way, like you know what I'm saying, because we don't even understand certain things. Like it says don't kindle a fire like in your habitations. But what does habitation mean?
Mm-hmm.
It mean your house. Bye. All right. You understand me? Remember, the scripture doesn't say read and show yourself approved. It says study and show yourself approved. Right? You don't read the Bible. There's no such thing as reading the Bible. There's no such thing as reading the Bible. How could you read the Bible? Like, look how much things you can't know by just reading the Bible. It's time to study. Like, you got to look up things. You got to look into what it's talking about, especially at this removed time, in this dispensation of time. And as the Bible said, there's going to be a time where there's no understanding. Look what these people did with it. But it was good. You understand what I'm saying? What was hidden from the wise and prudent, no reason to this day, but something and prudent, being people looking toward the future. Even though they was preserving and looking toward the future, it was still hidden for them. And the babe is the future in the sense the children are the future, right? So it's an idea of future. You understand? And in that future, that's when the knowledge of what is being talked about in the Bible will be revealed, even within our own lifetime. Like enough things when we are talking about, we did read before but never have the understanding. You see what I say? But over time and so on, and not just me just sitting there over time, but learning from others and you understand and reading it over and becoming wiser and understanding the context, because that's where the real key to understanding is what's actually happening. What's the truth of the matter? Even before you get into the so-called spiritual part of it, like, you know what I mean, the metaphysical aspects of it. What's actually happening historically? You see what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
That's why it's so important to know who Israel is. That's what the whole book is about. You want to know who the main character is. No movie or story says, and then the main character went through the door, and they never tell you who. And you watch the movie, they never depict the main character.
Mommy, I can have our TV.
You have to know who, man, so you can identify with the character, so you can know. When he lose the girl, you feel bad. When he win the day, you feel good. You understand?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, man. If you know them something, that hold that go again. Right. So that was the last part of this that I wanted to do. Like the idea is echoed, right? Like the idea is echoed in Proverbs 26 and 20. You can pull that. Or you want me to just read it? You can pull it, or it's inconvenient. Oh, you have the jacho.
No, it's Ellie's.
Hmm.
Got football. Mama,
27, 23, and 20.
Where the baby there?
football. Got
Where the baby there? Make it see our cousin. You see a little cousin?
Oh,
See a little
so
cousin?
cute.
Say salam.
Oh, hi.
this is my Ellie.
Nega salam.
Oh,
Degana.
See,
Nega salam and degana.
Sam.
she got it already. Salam.
This is my Ellie.
Awo, Mr. Little Shot. All right.
Ow!
Goodbye. Hit that.
My
You ready? You got it?
No. What's the
Proverbs 26 and 20.
26 and 20?
And 21, which is the conclusion of this matter that we're discussing, as far as what I wanted to bring up. I'll bring it up to you.
Oh, God. Why this thing can't move? Why it's stuck?
Jaja. You have it?
Yeah.
I'm just going to bring it up so that we can physically see it also. All right.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
All right. Wait, no, what do you?
Proverbs chapter 26, verse 20.
Mm-hmm.
Book chapter.
Where no wood is there, a fire goeth out. So where there is no tail bearer, excuse me.
Right.
The strife cesseth or ceaseth, how I want to pronounce it. But
See.
as goals are to burning coals, right? As coals are to burning coals,
Right.
and wood to fire.
Right.
So is a contentious man to kindle strife.
Right. So you see where the use of Kindle is again. That's what they're taught. This is expressing the idea of what Exodus 35 and 3 is discussing as far as kindling a fire. You understand? It explains more that it's this strife. That's the fire.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? It's likening that wood to fire and strife. You understand what I'm saying? Like that contention.
Uh-huh.
Saying the contention, that contentious, cantankerous angry, like you know what I mean. Those vibes is what you want to avoid on the Shabbat. That's what.
Right. You're supposed to be meditating on the word. So how you, you know what I mean?
Right. So that's the whole thing, right? And even in the word, it's telling you to chill out.
Papa, my mommy make my
You understand what I'm saying? Black Euro voice, chill out, New York. You understand me? A little obscure Black Euro song. You know that song?
Yeah.
No. You know what I'm saying? It's probably the worst Black Euro song. Yes?
No, yeah, seriously.
No.
Nah, definitely not.
Hilarious.
So what is the worst?
Definitely not.
Worse Black Euro songs.
There's much worse Black Euro. Right?
I knew he was gonna say. I love this. There's worse songs than Chill Out New York. Like,
yeah, there's much worse songs than that.
I don't know why this is such a sweet thing to me. Sweetness so
you gotta remember the Garth Dennis and like thing like the last like the later incarnation of Black Uhuru, like Garth Dennis and is it Don Carlos? Like the later one when it was Ducky and Garth Dennis and was it Don Carlos? Where them do the where the song in here, man? Oh, come on, man! You have to remember it, man. The when Ducky Simpson sing lead.
See, we're not talking about them, bro. Like, all of their songs are the worst Black Euro songs. remember the reunion of the original cast? Where was it? It was Don Carlos and Ducky Simpson
and Garth Dennis.
Garth Dennis, which is hilarious. The name Garth Dennis is hilarious.
Yeah, that was the worst. Oh, what was the song?
Tip of the Iceberg.
Yeah, Tip of the Iceberg. That's the song I was thinking to say this worst Black Euro song. This Tip of the Iceberg. Right, let's say you have a worse song.
That's actually much worse than Chill Out New York.
Chill Out, you see what I'm saying? Like,
but I was talking about. I don't consider them.
That like a real Black Uhuru. Yeah.
That's like there was a what is the group? Fleetwood Mac. There was a Fleetwood Mac before Fleetwood Mac. You get what I'm saying? Like before the I'm getting older too. The Stevie Nicks and the whole thing. Like, you understand what I'm saying? Like the Fleetwood Mac that everybody know with the, you understand what I mean? The big album and everything. Whatever the hell his name, I can't remember right now.
Stevie Nicks.
Yeah, no, but the big album. There's a big album with all the big hits that everyone knows. You understand?
All right.
What is it called again? I could easily Google it, but the point is, there was a Fleetwood Mac without that ensemble. You dig what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Right.
That's not, you know what I mean? But that's not the Fleetwood Mac that everyone knows.
That people know, yeah.
Right. Like with the big hit song, them. You understand me? Like, so stop going like you don't know
these things. So you think of that like the real Black Uhuru,
yeah. Yeah, right. So like to me, like I don't even consider Junior Reid like the
real Black Uhuru. Yeah. I know what you mean.
I like Junior Reid's Black Uhuru.
That's not the real Black Uhuru.
That's not the real Black Uhuru, bro.
So Don Carlos Rose.
No, man. That's the original.
Michael Rose are the real Black Uhuru.
That's when Black Uhuru became a rock.
Michael Rose are the real Black Uhuru.
Michael Rose are the real Black Uhuru, like straight, like period. That's when Black Uhuru was Black Uhuru. You understand me? Like there was.
Because I think Don Carlos might have been original, like.
Yeah, he was the first lead singer for Black Uhuru.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
He was the original. like lead singer that when they start to get legs, because I'm sure you could they have stories. Oh no, actually, Admiral Bailey was the first singer of Black. Okay, all right, I get it. You know what I mean? But officially, Don Carlos was the first lead singer.
But Michael Rose at the
Then you have
moment.
Michael Rose era. Then you have Junior Reed era at the end there, and then you come circle back for your album with the tip of the iceberg thing on it, which was
Tip of the iceberg.
like, you can't sing that. Like I challenge anyone to make a song named Tip of the Iceberg where you say Tip of the Iceberg in the song and it's fire.
And it's your chorus. And it's your chorus.
right. It's your literal punchline. It's almost impossible. Like, like no matter what you do, tip of the iceberg. Like all right, this boo. Okay.
As your chorus, man.
It was rough. You know what I mean? But yes, but like that this Proverbs 26, 20, and 21, yes?
Mm-hmm.
Is it helps clear, you know what I mean, make our vision clearer as to what the idea of what Moses was telling the children of Israel in Exodus 35. You dig what I'm saying? As far as do like and reiterating don't kindle. You understand what I'm saying? Any fire in the Sabbath. And at the same time, we all know, or we should all know, that like when it comes to like when it comes to holy days and stuff like that, where like food have to cook and you know what I said? And different things have to do like that go on, like that's it's permitted for that day. Like stop it. That means that you see what I'm saying? It's not about that. You see what I mean? And that brings us to menorah. Like what? Like you know what I mean? Like certain time you have to light the menorah on. You know what I mean? I deal with. So like no. That's not what it means. Right? So I'm saying I would leave it at that. I'm saying I wouldn't even go into what we would call again, and we went into that at some point, I believe, the just a mobile. Okay, we'll do this. White hell, right? So Moses gathers Sebsebo, right? Muse Sebsebo. You understand what I'm saying? Bain Ha or Bain B'nai Yisrael. B'nai Yisrael. Right? Moses gathers the people of Israel and repeats to them all the things God told him in the previous 3 parashot, right? Parshiot, right? So a lot of this parsha repeats things we've read before. Right, exactly. You understand what I'm saying? First commandment, to keep the Shabbat for 6 days of the week. Hebrew people can work, and the 7th is a special day of rest called Shabbat. Like that's, yeah, I guess you can say that. But like saying Jews, like they're not even Jews. Like it's crazy to me. Like understand, it's just worth saying that a Jew is a person from the southern the southern kingdom of Judea, right, which consists of 3 tribes: Benjamin, Judah, and Levi. Mm-hmm. The 10 northern tribes are not Jews. They're Israel, but only Jews are from 3 tribes. You see what I mean? So to say, oh, the Jew, like everybody says, they interchange Israel and Jews. You understand what I mean?
Yeah.
Like and think it's cute, but it's incorrect. It doesn't. It's not true. You see what I mean? It's not. The spirit of it and the truth of it is false. You see what I'm saying? So it's important to clarify and make that point. And Din Quan. Right? Let's go into the Din Quan now. Next, God commands, you know what I'm saying? He commands to donate materials for the construction of the Din Quan, Bamarinia Mishkan, Ibrawi, or Avrit. Right? All kinds of materials were required for the Din Quan, Mishkan, construction, gold, silver, copper, fabrics and materials, wool, linen, skin. We just read this the other day. Wool, oil, spices, precious stones. As soon as Musa finished talking, the people went to bring things to donate to the Mishkan. Right? The people were so happy to contribute that they brought everything they had, jewelry, materials, and skins and fabric. They brought so much that Musa had to tell them to stop, and still there were extra stuff. Once again, we hear about the master of craftsmen, Bezalel, and Oholiab, two very talented men who were in charge of the building of the Mishkan. Now, we read about the actual building of the Mishkan again. All this was described at great length in the previous parshiot, but here we talk about them actually doing it. We read about the curtains, linen, and blue and purple and crimson. And we went through some of these things when we were reading it before, the significance of these things. And it's a whole thing you could go into, right? The acacia wood, and acacia wood is what the ark is made of, by the way.
Right.
One of the materials. You understand what I'm saying? We went through that, and there's a whole science behind it. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, we could do a whole 3 hours on just acacia wood and why, and the rest of it. Oh boy. Give me a second. Yes, sir. Not much. I'm in the middle of doing the class right now, so but everything is okay. As good as it could be. You're leaving in the morning, okay? And did you were able to set up the wheelchair and the stuff? All right. Okay. Cool. For boarding pass? Oh, like for custom? Okay. Like, do you have this or that bringing on the thing? How many people you're traveling with and stuff like that? Right. We'll deal with that. Right? We'll somehow we'll find out before the time and get you to do it. All right. Say again. Okay. You know him, Ali Moon. You know him. You know the Ali Moon. Right. He only is you. Yeah, you this. Yeah. What time is flight? 1:30? All right. We're going to talk before you board while you're in the meeting. All right. Sorry. I'm father on your things, so I have to talk to you. You get me? How your thing looks so? I don't know why you're one. You got your background soft hold?
Yeah.
You do your thing, man. No, man. So.
The blur.
All right, no, but in the small thumbnail, it was looking crazy. Like using like a warp speed like cockpit. You know what I mean? Like you gotta see what the hell is going on. You know what I'm saying? Oh, no, I know that. At least.
So what are all the
That pack is definitely filled.
What you say?
Filled. I should have.
Oh, I think you're talking something.
Oh,
I
sorry.
was asked what in terms of the actual physical outcome, in this case the Mishkan, but apparently, or I'm guessing, because I can't admit that it's not a thought that I've actually carried you, but at this point I'm willing to believe, of course, or I believe it's not the only structure that maintained its point of reference as far as the specifics when it comes to chambers, the materials, right? And as you mentioned, the occasion wood as the same as Noah's Ark, if you will.
Right, the Ark of the Covenant. Yeah,
Right.
Not
So
Noah's Ark. Noah's Ark
I'm
is different.
hear me. So, but so in that sense, what other structures have these same specifications?
The temple.
Just the temple?
Specifically these things, yes, because
Right. But I'm just saying, in
the
terms of
tabernacle
other
is
biblical references, what else likens itself to this structure?
see
I'm just curious.
that's a deep study. That's like there's a lot of study on that, like because it likens itself to the human body.
Mm-hmm.
There's study and aspects of it, or the tree of life, like in the different aspects of it. There's maths. There's a lot of study on that type of stuff. You think what I mean? I didn't, but now you're asking. You think what I'm saying? I didn't think that we could or should get into that stuff because it's a
So
whole.
we can table that. We still can table. I was just curious. You know what I mean? That's it. I just wanted to see what the likelihood and what.
Oh, there's reflection in a lot of things. There's an echo in a lot of things. They even the courts, the way they build the courts here in this country has the same dimensions as
Right. That I understand.
you understand what I'm saying?
Understand it, and even the chamber reference, if you will.
Right.
That I understand.
Like because they're trying to, you know what I mean? Because like judgment, like righteousness and justice, you see what I'm saying? Is there's a science to it. You see what I'm saying? And they try to like shadow it as much as they can. You understand me? But even having like president and senators and things, that's all African government. Like that's the nobles and the king, and you understand what I'm saying? Like it's all mirrored. You dig what I mean? It's all mirrored because, as we know, the elders or the nobles choose the king.
Right.
It's not just like you're in line to be the king and then you come start chop off heads and you start beat people. Like, no, that's not how it is. Like if a king or queen going too bad, they get rid of you. The people who run the place, king and queen run the place, them a work about you. There are some.
As soon as he lands, I want him met. I mean,
yeah, like
Rocco, is it possible? He said, difficult, but not impossible.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You crazy?
But yeah, I was just always wondered that to try to look at the linkages and so forth. But personally, looking at it, so forth, it just seems kind of insurmountable to a sense. It's a very large and tall order to start. Yeah. You know what I mean? Go from top to bottom is just kind of infinite.
I'm sorry.
No, I was just saying it's just was overwhelming, but that's why I said, well, let me just ask, at least get that off my head for a minute, you know?
Like I want to even touch we can touch a little bit on what you had asked a couple weeks ago as far as showbread. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like it's there's specific instructions as to how to make showbread. Like yeah, I mean how to display it. Like it has to be on the golden table. Like it has to be renewed at a specific day of the week. Like
And then the Levites take what they there and then they bring the first one, right?
Right. You understand what I'm saying? Aaron and his sons, them. You understand what I mean? And like in the whole order, the priestly order. You understand me? And there's lots of specification. You understand what I mean? Like that I don't even like to get into because that's like a lot of matters that are more involved and extensive. Like we need to just know the basics so that we like when we get to that stuff, it's not a problem. You know what I'm saying? Like we understand everything that we're supposed to understand that we're at that level collectively. You understand what I'm saying? And that doesn't mean that a one doesn't go study and go become an expert by themselves. You understand on the side on this subject or that subject, but that no means that collectively like, reach that level as a yeshiva, like as a you know what I mean, institution. We have to establish that. You understand what I'm saying? And institutionalize those ideas so that like, we can move forward. You know what I'm saying? As one. You understand?
My brother's keeper, sir.
Absolutely. So that's the whole thing. You understand what I mean? So as the scripture says, you understand me? Open rebuke is better than secret love.
Secret love.
You understand what I mean? So like, we have to like, you know what I mean? Kind of while out a little bit and get ourselves together. You understand what I'm saying? Like, and you know, and be willing to go through these things, and rank, and you know what I'm saying, and what do they call it? The ranks thing, like we come to, you know what I mean? Pull rank? What no pull rank? What do you call it? When you come together. But anyway, you understand me? I said like the point is we have to all hands on deck. We have to collectively like we have to do the reading individually, and then we have to collectively go over it and learn what the law is teaching. And just like how you did, I believe last week, like do the other readings, like if you can, like because that will give you a clearer understanding. If you feel if the spirit moves you to do that, then like by all means, because that is there for that.
Yeah. Well, I make it a point in the worst case just to even go to after reading the Parsha, go into the Haftorah. So at least.
Yeah, because it's very very important. Like like to go into the extensive readings on the things, but like if you can't even grasp just what Torah is saying, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
And
rabbit hole.
It don't make no sense to like confuse yourself more. Like so, it's not like I'm on a wall back thing from man. No, that's not how it works. It's milk before meat. You dig what I'm saying? And no one is stopping anyone from doing anything. But when we come together, we're as a collective, we're going gradually like this. You dig what I'm saying? Like what a man does differently is good. You understand what I'm saying for him, and then he can come contribute to the whole. And then
I'm about to say because that for me, that is the whole point of reference as far as dispelling any incorrect assumptions, if you will.
Right.
And
it's so easy to misinterpret things. You got to study and like one of the things, and that's why I would say like that's why I would like to do more like live studies on certain things like how we just did, because if there's nothing else that you come away with, I want you to at least learn how to study. Like what is what sources, like how do you
son, on that note, I gotta go back to your first point of the whole thing when we first start, even say we have a link and so forth.
Yeah.
Nothing works without the Fidel, son. Like it really doesn't work until, you know what I mean? So I'm still working on that, but that is for me, let me preface it in that sense. it can't really, because by the time I start look on certain text, then you know what I mean? Like, no, you.
But you know, now that you say that, like, but see, again, I remember, like, I've said this story before, like, I want to study. Okay, I'm like, all right, I want to learn Amharic. You know what I'm saying? Oh, Wolf Lessler's, the famous Wolf Lessler's concise Amharic dictionary.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? Got it? You understand what I'm saying? Open it up. Oh shit!
Hmm.
I can't read this book.
Hmm.
I can't read this book.
Mhm.
I haven't. I don't have the education to open this book. Like I don't deserve.
Hmm.
Like I realize that I'm too stupid to read that book. That changed my life, bro. I never opened a book that was supposed to be written in English or for an English speaker, and I couldn't read it
Mhm.
Hmm.
simply because it assumed that you knew how to read Hebrew. It assumes that you know how to read Amharic.
Right.
Hmm.
It's you open the book, you know how to read Amharic, you know how to read Hebrew, you know how to read Arabic. Open the book and read now. That's what it assumes. If you don't know how to do that, you cannot read that book.
Right.
I closed it. The first page, I closed it. Years later, like maybe 7, 10 years later, I opened the book and I could read it.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? So I understand what you're saying. So I'm taking for granted some of the times that like you can look at Hebrew and you can look at Amharic and read it. And it not necessarily, you don't necessarily have to have a vast vocabulary, but you have to be able to at least sound out the word and read it.
Right.
You can get further. You know what I mean? Even in a book as the Wolf Lessler Concise Amharic Grammar or whatever the hell it's called. You understand what I'm saying? Grammar, something like that. I know it's concise Amharic, something dictionary. You understand what I mean? But so yes, you have to at least be able to look at those words, those fidel, and be able to read it, even if you don't know what the word means.
Hmm.
You dig what I'm saying? Like, cause like when you're a child, like and you first learn, you understand what I'm saying? Like ABCs or whatever. That doesn't mean you know how to read the Iliad. You dig what I'm saying?
Right.
You build up to that. You build up to that as your vocabulary, you know what I mean, increases and so on and so forth. And you're serious about that language, you'll get there. You dig what I'm saying? But the
Mhm.
first step is to learn your Aleph Beit, right? Your he who he's. And so on. You understand me? Like you gotta learn that. And well, that's the goal. You don't gotta do nothing. But if you wanna understand, if you wanna be able to read certain texts by yourself, to get an understanding by yourself, right? Which would confirm or dispel what a guy is telling you or a girl.
Mhm.
You understand what I'm saying? And then like once you can do that, then you can be like bombard. You understand me? It's just like I never liked jazz because I didn't understand it when I was little. It just
Right.
sounded going bling 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 bling. And I'm not you know reading that brother. Like you know what I mean? I said, like clear up your thing, like play one rhythm now. Yeah, like play one rhythm where a man can't hear no man. You understand? But as I learn my instrument more, the more I learn my instrument, the more I understand what they're doing. The more I'm like, whoa. The more I can appreciate. He who have ears to hear will hear. You understand me? So the more your ear is trained, the more you'll hear the things that you understand me. The more you'll be like, yo, you'll know who's good. Whereas it just sounds like everybody was going boom 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 boom. Like everybody was doing the same thing, but I can hear who's good and who's not now.
Mhm.
You understand what I'm saying? Because I understand it more. You know what I'm saying? Like I start to appreciate it way, 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 way more. You understand me? So it's that same way. Like when you learn certain things, then you know like, oh shit, That's what niggas went through to you know what I mean, to be able to do that. Like that's what like, oh, so it is this, it is that. Then you can know who's who.
Right.
You could be able to Sebsabo. You could sort out, you understand me? Like like what it is from what it's not. You dig what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
You have more faith in what you're doing, right? Because you have the evidence and you have the substance. You understand what I'm saying? Like so, even if it's a new thing, you can apply what you know about sorting things out to anything. You dig what I'm saying? Like, like so, like it is what it is. But what did you ask about? Damn, I forgot.
Who, me?
Yeah,
Just now I was talking about the actual structure.
right. Just
Yeah, the building.
right. Like there's lots of studies that show like it's you know what I'm saying. Like that's why like where the idea of the body is the temple. Like you understand what I'm saying? Like, the idea of the body is the temple. It really translate and or you know what I mean tracks back to aspects of tabernacle / temple.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Because there's science to there's science to all of it. You dig what I mean? Like everything, there's science to everything. Literally, like what they call science. You understand? Like now that there's science to everything the Bible is saying, and that's why it's such an ill book because it teaches history, it teaches morality, it teaches uh, hygiene, it teaches science, it teaches a lot of things at the same time.
Yeah, well, time, that's the whole point, though. Nothing is isolated. Time is time, right?
Exactly, because things can happen simultaneously. You understand? And so that's what you're seeing, like when you're reading the Bible. So you like you can break it down many ways. Like for instance, just real quick, this is the last thing that I'll do because I wanted to because we're approaching 2, and that's where I want to have it. I don't want these 3-hour things. That's why I just looking at one aspect. Even though we went through enough things. We went through everything. A lot of things. You understand what I'm saying? But like just like in the beginning, you understand what I'm saying? God created the heaven and the earth.
Mm-hmm.
Saying that's a scientific statement. You understand? That's a physics statement. You understand?
Right.
Because, you know what I mean? In the beginning, that's time. You understand? God created the heaven, that's space.
Mm-hmm.
And the earth, and that's matter.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? So that's everything that the universe is created with. You understand what I'm saying? Like he started the space-time continuum, and then he created matter, like, which is all everything else physical.
Mm-hmm.
You understand what I'm saying? So it's showing you it's speaking like physics off top. First sentence. You dig what I'm saying?
Yes.
Like off top. Like so just take that and imagine and it goes and it goes from there. Like you know what I mean? But off top is telling you that what the universe was made of on a metaphysical and a physical level. You know what I'm saying? But if you deal with it in truth, then it's time, space, and matter.
And matter, right.
Mm-hmm. So it's not just like, oh, we created in the beginning. We created at the beginning of what? The beginning of time.
Mm-hmm.
Created time because Hashem is outside of time and space.
Right. Exactly.
Understand that.
All encompassing, exactly.
Time has to be created.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, you understand me? So it's that type of shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's that type of shit. It's everything that we read, there's a deeper meaning. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, but like, deeper meaning, you got to get to a point before you could go deeper. So we have to get to a point where we know that.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I'm saying? And then now all the other stuff will just naturally start to, you dig what I'm saying? But we got to get to a point, just like you said, and I just said that this is what I want to concentrate on, but it's not concentrated on it. It doesn't always mean like harping.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? But I want to concentrate on Aleph, Beit, Nafida. You understand me? The Hebrew alphabet and the get is Fidel. You understand me? Like, but first things first. You understand me? Like, Torah is our mother, right? And you deal with your mother more time first. You understand me? Then you go deal with your father. So that's why we learn the Hebrew first, and then you can use that to learn the Amharic because you'll have a grounding and you'll have started to familiarize yourself with Afro-Shemitic code, right? So that's your introduction, that's your milk. And then meat would be that ge'ez. You dig what I mean? Because it's, you know what I mean, 22 Hebrew letters or Fidel. You know what I mean? You could say 23 because, but not really. No, it's 22, but pay and fay is the same thing.
Right.
Is the same.
I'm about to say, because then 11, though, 22.
Yeah, it's 22. You understand what I'm saying? But Amharic is like 300 odd, 313.
Anyway.
You understand what I'm saying? Because it's
Yo, for everyone, what is it, 7,000 for each one?
no seven. No, it's 7 degrees. But it's 7 orifices, 7 colors, 7 notes. You understand what I'm saying?
7 deadly sins. I'm sorry.
Right. No. It is. Like,
Yeah.
because like Africans, we love 7 days of the week. Like this. You understand what I'm saying? Like 7 is our thing. There's no such thing as 7 days.
Mm-hmm.
There's no such thing as a 7-day week.
Right.
What? Like, you understand what I'm saying? Like, but that's our thing. Like,
right.
7 thing comes from us. Like, you understand what I'm saying? Or to this day.
What's your brother name? Clarence X the 7th or whatever. Yeah, boy. From 5%ers.
That's Clarence 13X.
Clarence
13X. I thought it was 7X. I'm sorry.
Nah, that's my nigga. You talking about it's a scammer rapper. Is what's my name, man?
So wait. So was it something that was associated with the mosques? It was a 7 and something.
Yeah.
In some form of symbolism.
Yeah. The 5% Nation, like they have a flag with a 7 on it and all of that.
Okay. I'm about to say, I know I'm not dreaming it, but I didn't just up.
Or should I say we?
Yeah.
We have, because I don't remember leaving the 5% Nation, and I definitely joined it. So as far as I'm concerned, I'm still in it.
See.
You understand what I mean? Mm-hmm. Did I tell you that one of the reasons, like as a 11, 12-year-old, why I messed with it is because everybody had a cool name.
No doubt. I'll tell you why I was curious and so forth, because they were the first, and I'm going to use these terms, hopefully you get me, but they were the first structure of a house that looked cohesive to me.
Right.
Like they dealt with each other, like, you know what I mean?
U culture, it was the thing. It was the Zulu Nation and 5% Nation.
Yep. Unlike the contentious and issues in the so-called church.
Right. But that's why I played Fussing and Fighting by the Wailers, because of that kindling the fire thing.
Mm-hmm.
You see what I'm saying? By the way. You know what I'm saying? I could have did this happy fight, the culture joint or the brown joint, but I chose.
And funny enough, when I first opened the Parsha and I started read, I kept reflecting on the ego thing. You know what I mean? Because if Moshe had egotistical ways, he wouldn't have wanted to disseminate to anybody, regardless of what his father had said. You know what I mean? Like regardless of anything.
Right.
He would have been, too covetous by trying to, control the thing. So but it's just interesting.
Well, you see, but even that, like, but that's the whole point of humility. You understand what I'm saying? In the sense of like the greater good. Like, you understand what I'm saying? Like keeping the greater good in mind. That's how you keep your ego at bay. You dig what I'm saying?
Wipe me out, yes, sir.
I mean, and gathering together,
Mm-hmm.
right? Because, like, like when you just do it. If I'm doing a record by myself, like, I'll get to whatever. I know what I'm doing. But you see, when a client comes, or you come, or just anyone like that's involved or have knowledge about music, I hear everything that's wrong when they're in the room.
Right. You're heightened.
You understand what I'm saying? Like it's like, oh my goodness, like, man, I gotta change that. Like, you know what I mean? Whereas when it's just me, like, whatever, like, you understand me? So that's why
I'll get to it. Yep.
It's better to do music together instead of this email and shit that a lot of us do.
Where two or more gathered. Yes, sir.
Exactly. You understand me? So that the physical, there's a physical reality to making good music. You understand me? Because you keep check. Like, if I'm, you know what I mean? Like, it's just like, like back in the days, like, whatever, we used to do sessions and stuff, and whenever we're before a client, like, we're always looking at each other like, who are you? Because because you'll be doing like stuff that you like never do, like you just like perfect. Like I come up with every like I do everything perfectly when someone's there.
Yeah.
Like, we have to be good so that we could get other clients and stuff. We do it at that time. Whereas if it's just me and you, maybe not. Maybe it doesn't come out that good.
Right. Yeah, you're right. Absolutely right, though.
You understand what I'm saying? So it's
never fails.
Never fails. It's that gathering. It's that yeshiva. It's that sitting together that filters out some of the bullshit. You know what I'm saying? And that's why it's important to come together. You understand what I'm saying? Because like when we're before each other, like, you can't do any and anything when I'm
right.
Do whatever when you're there. You dig what I'm saying?
Yes, sir. And
it's easy to get distracted. So we gotta keep together. You understand me? Like a cord of 3 strands is stronger than one than just one thread. You understand me? I said.
No.
So that's why, and it's a matter is established with 2 or 3 witnesses. You understand what I'm saying? Where 2 or more gathered. You understand me? That's where God appears, or that's where the strength, we can become stronger. Justice prevails in that setting.
Right.
Is what the idea is. It doesn't mean a white man comes with sandals and a robe. You understand? When 2 or more appears, that's not what it's talking about. You know what I mean? Hopefully we understand that. You understand? I mean, even some of the abstract usage of the concrete language, Hebrew. You understand me? Because it's a concrete language, but there's idioms, it's idiomatic expressions. You understand me? My last thing I'm going to do is look up idiom, so that I don't become an idiot.
Idiom.
A group of words established by usage as having a meaning not deducible from those of the individual words. Nobody? A group of words established by usage as having a meaning not deducible from those of the individual words, a characteristic mode of expression in our idiom. Right. You understand what I'm saying? Like that's another way of using idiom. You understand me? But this is the way we're using it. You understand me? Like so that's how we have to understand it. If we understand that it's the language is idiomatic in nature, then we have to break it down and look up. You understand me? We have to study the word. You see what I mean? That's the only way. That's the only way that we'll be justified. You understand me? What we're saying when we say and I mean you can't exude the confidence and say this is what it means and you exegete a scripture if you really don't know. It's not
right. But that's the crux of what I'm talking about. I ask you in relation to the structure. That is the whole point. Literally, that is the heart of it.
Give me more. Give me more. Like talk to me
Because
more.
if okay, although I specify or I reference the structure, the whole point is still
Structure of the tabernacle. You're saying
right. But I'm talking about right. But the details of its creation, right? Whether it's structure in terms of how it's built, the architecture itself, or even just the materials, right? But the point is the reference to scripture in itself. So a question of knowing what reference or what would have come prior, if you will, and still had those details, if you will, and then coming forward to what has the said detail and based on what it meant then to what it means now.
I see what you're saying. Like, is there correlations? Is there an echoing just like all the rest of the themes?
Correct.
Right, but there is. The answer is yes. Like we have.
No, I'm sure. I'm positive. Just the way the thing is.
Absolutely.
But I'd like to delve in just again so I can have confidence to say, okay, am I understanding or did I miss something in my early formative points so I can now respect that and of course then have my repentance to what it should actually be rather than let me lean on my own understanding and just free, you know what I mean? Just free for all.
But let's do like this. Like let me do this. You can look at it this way. Like look at the whole affair of it. It's a collective. You see what I'm saying? It's not some man go one side and build Mishkan.
Right.
Israel came together and funded it. So that everyone has skin in the game. Torah jokes. Come on, guys.
I'm with you.
Come on.
I'm with you.
No one this evening? The Torah, huh? But but yes, but look at it. Like it's an economic affair. Building fund.
That never reaches nowhere at church.
No, but it's still that's the joke of it. That's the joke of it. But functionally, how were you going to repair the building?
You know, but it's funny though because I never paid attention to the fact that Moses had to tell them, "Yo, chill, we good." Like I've never actually until reading it, like I never even knew that occurred. You know what I mean? That type of thing.
But this is and data like right, and they're establishing. Establishing. This is a new nation. They're establishing themselves. You understand what I'm saying? Like they just. You understand what I'm saying? Like the priesthood. You understand what I'm saying? They need fully. You understand me? Fleshed out.
Right.
You know what I'm saying that's in Leviticus. You dig what I'm saying? And so on. You dig what I'm saying? Like so, like it's a sorting out. It's an organizing. Right? What's the first three things you do whenever you want to do anything? Organize. You understand what I'm saying? So that's what it is. Like this is what it's saying, right? It's just the organization of Israel. It's the collective participation in, you know what I'm saying, the building fund, like that, like what they try to fake do in, but like, you know what I mean, we'll start by the man in Canada, but evening, like they're not teaching the word properly. Of course the building fund is going to go astray.
Right.
I mean, you can't plant peas and one corn. You know what I'm saying? You have to plant corn, and then you get corn. So if you set up from the beginning the right way, then the building fund will go to the right way because it's right. It's set right. You understand what I'm saying? You
Yep.
won't have homos in the choir because it's an abomination. You won't have certain things
Right. Right.
that will
There is nothing you.
You know what I mean? Like if you disobey the least of these, you'll be called the least in the kingdom of God. You understand what I'm saying? Like in terms of precept or commandments. You know what I'm saying? Like so in that same way, every mickle make a muckle and every muckle make a meal. You understand me? Like every member has to be vetted.
Right.
Like it's, you understand me? And that's just on some organizational acumen. Like, you understand what I'm saying? Like, you understand what I'm saying? A company is as good as its staff. Like Good Fly Dope Company Organization Inc. You can name it whatever you want. You got to hire good people for it to do all of that, my nigga.
Yes, sir.
You understand what I'm saying? So in that same way, and like this is an exclusivity. This is a yete kedesen situation, like a holy situation. Like make it holy, right? So it's separation. It's a sorting, not an everybody thing. It's not an everybody thing. That's what people have to understand. Love and everybody coming together. Isn't the whole point coming together? Isn't the whole point? No, it's not. All right. I gotta go to this couple of scriptures real quick before we go. Let me do this real quick, and then that's it. Oh boy, where are you? Oh, perfect. You say Matthew 10:34. I'm saying Matthew 10:34. I'll read. Yes, I mean, think not that I come. This is Jesus Christo's voice. Think not that I am come to send peace on earth. All right. Think not that I've come to send peace on earth. Think not that I am come to send peace on earth. I came not to send peace, but a sword, which is war. 35. For I am come to set a man at variance against his father, and the daughter against her mother, and the daughter-in-law against her mother-in-law. 36. And a man's foes shall be in his own household. You understand? Come to divide, to separate, to sort out the wheat from the chaff.
Right.
Not to bring everybody together. All right?
Boy, I'm in a kumbaya.
Not the mission. It's not the mission. Oh, you understand me? Oh, came with everybody. Matthew, same way. You understand what I'm saying? Matthew 15:24. But he answered and said, I am not sent, but to the lost sheep of the house of Israel. It's a sorting. He's collecting the sheep of the house of Israel, not every goat and ram.
Right.
He's separating the sheep from the goat. All right? Matthew 10:5. I mean, these 12, Jesus Christ was sent forth. Apostles sent forth, that means they're apostles, and commanded them, saying, Go not into the way of the Gentiles. See? Sorting. And into any city of the Samaritans enter ye not, but go rather to the lost sheep of the house of Israel. Right? And ye go preach, saying, the kingdom of heaven is at hand. You understand what I'm saying? In other words, the only way for the kingdom, which is on earth, the kingdom of heaven is on earth, by the way. Oh, okay. Sion is on earth. It's not in space.
Right.
Heaven is not in space. Somebody. All right. Just telling you. Understand what I'm saying? Where's the other one that I wanted? But yeah, that's it. That's it. You understand what I mean? We can go into a million. You understand me? But the point is that it's not no lovey-dovey vibe.
Right.
And everybody, if you don't like that, I don't know, become a Buddhist. I don't know.
Hmm.
And I don't even know good. Like I don't know who Buddha fight against good. You understand me?
Who can fight against Buddha? What do you mean?
Like you know, cause Buddha in context and Buddha not talk about everybody to still.
We have to question the man shoes after all that. But any which way, I'm just saying.
Remember me tell us say yo. You understand me? If I say yo, everybody here is gonna get, you understand me, a Coca-Cola, can of Coca-Cola, and then someone hears it, is them I'm talking to?
You know what I mean?
Anyone
Don't
who
assume.
sounds my voice right now can get a can of Coca-Cola. I'm talking to you two. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, don't assume.
If a person is online though, right now, I watch them good. I said them good. I wait on the Coke. I also,
And wait till God come here, man.
yeah, that's not. But for whatever reason, they're not getting up. We didn't know say it if on YouTube I watch so.
Mm-hmm.
So God, fuck yeah, man. Exactly. It's absolutely ridiculous.
Yeah.
But
Gone up.
That's it.
I'm going up yonder.
Yeah, I mean, but I think, but do we get an understanding? Like, I think we thoroughly looked at what, you know what I mean, what it's meant by kindling a fire on the Sabbath.
Well, personally, 1,000%.
Wow, that's awesome because
1,000%.
I'm trying to refine because I be wanting to talk about everything. And you understand what I'm saying? Like, yo, and every time I think of something, I gotta make it deal with one idea like as thoroughly as possible. You understand me? At least that's my idea right now. That's what I'm trying to do. And I think we did. And when you even do that, it's still, you understand me? But I think it's more comprehensive and not so.
Definitely. At that point, it becomes truthfully applicable.
Right.
Right.
And that's what I
And
think.
the points is always questioned. There's gaps, if you will.
Too much information is good. So like that's why I don't like.
Shit, I was on mute.
Oh, you were saying something?
Yeah, I didn't realize I was on mute there. No, I was saying like.
No, but I just was saying, like I try to like simplify what I want to cover, even though there's so much things. Like trust me, like when we was doing before, I was covering vast amounts of stuff every time, and like I didn't like that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but we wouldn't know where we at if you didn't. So.
But like,
No, I'm serious. That's the thing.
Like I was covering a lot. Like I was trying to get a lot in. Like, but you can't glean all of that stuff. But I did. The only good thing is that it was recorded. So, because even me, I can't remember all the stuff that I was. You know what I'm saying? Like I was dealing with because I was so deep in study at that time that like I was so much stuff. And then when you know what I mean, when it was like, yo, this, look at this. Yes, can you believe it? Like, but it's like, come on, bro.
Read.
That's too much. Like, so that, all right, cool. You know what I mean? Let's try to. I mean, transform dome. You know what I mean? I said. So yeah, so we did it, man. But like, I like that. Like, just looking at, you know what I mean? Just looking at that idea of what did 1, 2, and 3 really mean? Because it's a big deal, and we didn't cover it the last time when it was covered. In let me see.
Just the last one, right?
No, yeah, but also Taruma. Anyway, you understand me? And Kitisa. But Tetsawa,
That too.
Tetsawa, yeah, Tetsawa,
Yeah.
Um, that's where we saw it, like,
Mm-hmm.
but not Teruma, but Tetsawa. Um, but yes, you know what I'm saying. Like that's how we're gonna try to do it. But I would really, man, like if I could cuss bad that make you do it, you don't know what we can do, but would I love if the item just take a couple hours. It's not gonna take long. I get it, believe me. Every time we turn off, as soon as I turn around, it's time again. Like, you know what I'm saying? I wish it just go boom, 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 like so. But like, try to take a couple, like an hour a day. You'll learn it. You take an hour a day for 7 days or whatever. Let's just say, just use a 7. You understand me? You'll learn it. It's not difficult. And I'm just mean just be able to recite it, not even necessarily recognize it.
Mm-hmm.
You understand me? You understand me? Aleph, Beit, Gimel, Dalet, Hey, Waw, Zain, Chet, Tet, Yod, Kaf, Lamed, Mim, Nun, Samech, Oin, Pei, Fei, Sade, Kof, Resh, Shin, Tau. Like, it's not, you could do, and I remember you could do the 11 and 11. That works. 10 or like, because 11 is 10. We won. You must could remember 10 things. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So don't try to do all of it. Do up to Yod. You know what I'm saying? Yod is the 10th letter, and the numeric value of it is 10 also. So in math, Yod is 10. You understand what I mean? So
Mm-hmm.
Beit, Gimel, Dalet, Hey, Waw, Zain, Chet, Tet, Yod. You understand what I'm saying? Like, just do that.
Mm-hmm.
You'll remember. You'll remember. You trust me. That's why
Yeah.
I'm sure I sent the song to each of y'all. Find it back. Just listen to it and just say it how it sounds, even if you don't know what it's saying.
Mm-hmm.
You do what I'm saying? It's Alek Bit Gimel Dalet Hey Wowzin. Chet Tet Yod. That's the 10 right there. You understand what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Alek Bit. That's already 2. You know that. A B.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And um, Abagida. You know Abagida?
Abagida.
You never hear about Abagida?
It sounds familiar.
That's a system, a Hebrew system that they use in Amharic. Abagida. You understand me? But it's a Hebrew system. You understand me? Because if you hear it, just listen to that Abagida. Aleph, Beit, Gimel, Dalet. Abagida. So
Mm-hmm.
they set up the Amharic in the Hebrew in the Hebrew system in the Hebrew. You see what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying?
Okay.
It's called Abagida. You understand me? But I thought it was heard of that. Know about that. Because the normal get is setup is ha le ha ha le ha me se le se she ke be te che ha ne ne a ke he we aze ye de je ke and so on, right? But it's not Abugida. You know what I'm saying? But those same characters can be set up in the Abugida way, which is
Right.
the way.
Mm-hmm.
You understand what I'm saying? So you put you say, look, hale, ha, me, se, re, se, she, ke, be, te, che, ha, ne, ye, a. That would be the first letter.
Right.
You understand me? And then, um, hale, ha, me, se, re, se, she, ke, be, bu. That second character in the be would be the second one. You see?
Mm-hmm.
So it'll be a, bu, and then gi, da, and so on. Like you can look it up, like Abu Gida. you'll see what I'm talking about. Like, I'm
Cool.
not just making up stuff. Hopefully, you understand what I'm saying?
Mm.
Sometimes you be a long time you know things till you stop think if you really know it good. You understand? But
Yeah.
it's the same way. Like just that word to me, like if you've known it, that's already 4 letters of the Hebrew alphabet, the Aleph Beit. You know what I mean? Aleph Beit Gimel Dalet.
Mm-hmm.
You understand what I'm saying? Abu Gida. You
He
understand?
was then, right? Yet Tet.
Right.
Yet
Uh,
that.
see, that's 9.
Yeah, I know. I'm son. Don't get me wrong. I've been trying. I just ain't
You got
saying
it.
nothing till
You
I
got it.
feel
You got it.
confident. That's
No,
all.
no, 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 no. But that is dope, bro. Because like I know what a person has to do to know that.
Mm-hmm.
You gotta put time in that you
Yeah.
don't that like you gotta want to do it. Like nothing is forcing you. You gotta be like, yo, bumbleclot at some point.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
Mm-hmm.
and that's crazy to do because you don't have to do it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I know what it takes. Like because it's difficult. I didn't want to. It's you gotta tell yourself shit that shames your own self. Like you gotta be like, yo,
Yeah.
do it because this, that, whatever you gotta tell yourself that makes you be like, damn, I gotta do it now. Whatever it is, you know what I'm saying. You gotta convince yourself. You gotta.
Well, my thing is, if y'all want to know my truth, is it's respect the covenant. So walk your walk and do what you have to go do. You know what I mean? That's
But
all.
it's a real thing. But see, that's the whole thing. Study and show yourself approved. Like you gotta know your Aleph, Beit, Gimels. Like you gotta
Right.
know ABCs like before you
Right.
can do anything. Because studying the English is not really studying like scripture.
I know, right?
Translation of scripture. Which when you study scripture, you can appreciate a translation and you know the value of the translation. You'd be like, "Ooh, this nigga, yo, they did it." But like, if you only know the English, like, and you don't have to be fluent in Hebrew, just study like the little things you want to know. Look up those words and study that shit so that like you could get a better understanding of why they did it. Like, what would be the reason why they translated it
This way, right? Right.
And sometimes, a lot of times, that's why the King James version is so fire. A lot of times you'd be like, yeah, yeah.
Mhm.
Like whereas, yo, man, the King James, you know what I mean? They're not the original and the translator, like all that bullshit they could be saying to not have to study the Bible. Like the excuses where you don't have to study the Bible or take it like seriously.
Mhm.
All that shit is hog shit.
No doubt.
All that shit is hog shit. Because when you study, you go, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm good. I'm good with the King James right now. Like I'm good. Like it's a good. It's the greatest literary works in English ever.
Mhm.
Ever. Nothing is greater than it.
Right.
Do you understand? The scholars that King James got, like just the whole thing, if you study the history of it, it's bananas. Like, and then if you can study the Masoretic text at least and do a comparative analysis, you'll be surprised to see, yeah, nice.
Mhm.
Good job, guys. You know what I'm saying? Of course, you could find things like, that would, come on, like, would it be better? But you're thinking about it in the context of English now.
Right.
They didn't translate it now.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? They translated it in 1611. Or it was released in 1611.
Mhm.
You think what I'm saying? June 19th. You understand what I'm saying? 1611.
Right.
Which is King James' birthday also.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? If you know what I mean? Ooh, right? Ooh.
Well, y'all go on then from this. I'm
Yeah,
going to pressure.
that's it. You know what I'm saying? But gentlemen,
Yeah, man.
when the move.
Yo, hit up your father for me too.
Yeah, man. You understand?
Mm.
They're Florida right
Cool.
now, them thing, you know.
Mhm.
Have to do, but yeah, you know. I'm going to make you know. You understand me? You know what I'm saying? So it's great, you know, like the vibes, you know, like give thanks, you know. What's going on?
Same as Salam.
Salam.
Oh, salam.